I've been living in Colorado for 15 years and I work as a speech therapist. I ended up seeking treatment at Colorado Shockwave after hearing about it a few times from my acupuncturist and also a physical therapist who I had worked with. But before I did that, I had gone through a lot of acupuncture, massage, had an M-Sculpt series completed to strengthen my core, and really what led me to really needing further treatment was I had a microdiscectomy done after a disc herniated in my back, and it really led to some chronic pain and some just life-altering pain in my body that I would have done anything to get rid of, and truthfully wish I had just done the Shockwave to begin with rather than having spent a year and a half sort of dabbling in all the other treatments. And so I'm really glad that I ultimately did find it, because it was the one thing that helped my body to heal. About a year and a half had passed since my microdiscectomy, and at that point, I had almost resigned to being in pain for my whole life, and gave Shockwave Therapy a try, so it was a final go. I've been working with Schwabe at Schwabe Chiropractic, and for various ailments for years and years, and so I really felt in good hands that once she started doing the Shockwave Therapy through Colorado Shockwave Therapy, that I knew I would be in good hands to have her perform those treatments. The treatment plan started as a series of 8 treatments on my back, and once that started, I started to notice some improvement. I also wanted to do my ankle because I had chronic ankle injuries since childhood. So we extended the treatments, I believe, to about 12 treatments on my low back. Also treated my ankle, and then I wanted to do my shoulder as well for some other old injuries. I'm a mom of 2 small children. They're not as small anymore, but at one point, I wasn't able to pick them up anymore. And through the course of the back herniation, they got much bigger, and now I can pick up my 8-year-old, which I couldn't do for a long time. So it was really important for me to be able to be physical with them and live a physical lifestyle that involves skiing and playing sports and being outdoors in Colorado. Well, I love to work out. There's a few local places where I go do HIIT workouts, weightlifting. So I've been able to get back at that and lift weights and lift heavy weights and do plyometric exercises. I can lay on my stomach and stand up without being keeled over in pain. I can ski. I pretty much do everything that I thought I would never do it again, to the degree that I was doing it before. And I am. Going into the treatment, I expected the same thing as I had gotten through the dry needling and all the alternative treatments I had sought out. So I was pleasantly surprised when my body started responding to the treatments. It surely wasn't immediate, but it was gradual and built over time, and to the point where I can do things now that I could have never dreamt of doing a couple of years ago. It's been about a month since I stopped the low back treatments, and prior to that, I took an almost 3-month break. So the doctors at Colorado Shockwave Therapy sort of helped guide me to what that looked like to take a break from treatments and revisit. I was feeling like improvements were building and improvements were happening, but I was also nervous to stop the treatments, but they assured me that my body would continue to heal, and that's really been the case. I've been able to experience healing for months after the treatment stopped, which is pretty incredible. I did feel supported and guided by the doctors at Colorado Shockwave Therapy to, from everything from, is this normal, to, having some follow-up phone calls and really changing just this exact place where they were treating my body. They moved to different places, and I just felt in really good hands. If someone were on the fence about doing shockwave therapy, I would highly recommend it because it was really the fastest route for me to achieve healing. And I would just tell them it would save them a lot of time. These all the treatments and all the alternative treatments, were somewhat helpful for my body, but it was also really time consuming and really expensive, and a lot of time went by. And I would just recommend just do what works, get the shockwave therapy done. You're not gonna regret it.